Hey, Robert here with White House Custom Color. Welcome to another YouTube Live. I am joined today in Studio 2B by Matt. He is our client success manager.
Hey, everybody.
And our topic today is mini sessions, specifically making money with your mini sessions. Now, Matt has put together 3 packages for us that you can add on to your normal offering to maximize your mini sessions, and these are going to be kind of the same at the core, and then they're going to increase in price point. We're going to introduce those to you in terms of popularity, and I think a lot of people are surprised when they hear that the most popular package is the highest price point. Matt's also going to walk us through how he would price these. So it's going to be very valuable in that regard. So listen, take advantage of the fact that we are live. Go ahead and drop your questions into the chat. We'll get them answered as we go along. If you're joining us after the fact, don't worry, still put your question in the comments. We'll get back to you. And while you're down there, why don't you smash that subscribe button? You'll feel better. And you can also follow us at WHCC Pro on Instagram. All right, Matt, mini sessions.
Absolutely.
We love them. Our clients love them for a lot of different reasons, but I think there's a trap there where you can focus on just the mini session itself. Man, I got 10 mini sessions this week. I'm super pumped about that.
Right.
But then there can be a gap in the follow-up, and what do I offer? How do I close this out? What kind of packages should I do? How should I price them?
Yep.
So save us from ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely. So you hit the nail on the head. People are keeping the time, they're creating the time for the sessions, but then potentially there isn't the follow through to create the sale. And we all know that it takes a sale to continue in business. So before we get into the different packages, pricing, all that stuff, I just want to point out a few key things here that are good takeaways as people are beginning their journey with us today, and what a journey that's going to be.
Indeed.
Absolutely. So first of all, in my opinion, don't discount your packages. There's no reason to. I've had this conversation with multiple photographers, and they start off right away, well, I'm going to discount my mini sessions 30% or 40% on the package price. I'm like, why in the world would you do that? You know, on a $1,000 package, if you're discounting 30%, how much are you taking out of your pocket?
$300.
$300. Just take it out, throw it away. I guess you don't want that anymore. There's no reason for that. In one particular instance, a photographer was bringing on a second shooter to just specifically do the mini sessions, which means that you're spending more for the photographer, and then you're discounting those. Why would you do that? So number one, don't discount your packages. Second, make sure that your packages are easy to choose from. When you're thinking of mini sessions, obviously you're thinking of efficiency. Something a little bit shorter, quicker, you know, kind of in and out. I mean, good quality, but a faster process.
Right.
So during your sales process, create packages, not just for your main items, but also for your add-ons, which is what we're really going to focus on today. Worst case scenario, somebody looks at that package and says, you know, I maybe don't need that whole thing, but I like this and I like this. Can I just get those things? Absolutely. Okay. It's just going to cut your time down. And then also make sure and offer packages that are built on profit. You're going to see today when we're going through and talking about the different price points that there's a graduation from good, better, best. They're priced with a reasonable distance in between. It would be easy for somebody to go like, yeah, it's not that much for me to jump up, and then I guess it's not that much for me to jump up. Because if they see something they want, you want it to be able to be attainable along the way. So let's get on to showing the packages, and we're going to go most expensive, best, to least expensive. So I'll give the floor back to you.
Right on. So let's jump into that. Most expensive, best, the top shelf package. Again, this is the one that actually turns out to be the most popular. So don't shy away from that kind of thing or think you have to come in low or middle. This is a popular package. Now, this is going to start out with a beautiful album. Now, these albums are totally gorgeous keepsake items here and very popular.
Handcrafted.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. Everything handmade. And what we have here is an album with premium leather. We have the cameo opening here, and this one happens to have some debossing on it as well. It has the curved pages. These are the thick white inserts and 10 spreads. So this is a great thing on its own. And for your upper level packages, think about presentation. How about an album box to go with that?
Definitely.
All right. So this album box that we have here, it is a companion piece that's made for this 10 by 10 album, and this is going to be kind of the same idea as the album covers in that you can go a full material like this black faux leather, or you could do a full photo cover around it too if you wanted to. So think about that, that kind of thing that you're receiving this, as a client, this beautiful presentation piece. Oh, bam, my album's in that. It's gorgeous, and I will love you forever. Okay.
You love me forever?
Yes. Well, he already knew that. Next in this package number one, here we have an 8 by 10 acrylic block. If you guys have seen me talk about these in any other of our episodes, you know how much I love these. I am in love with these things. 1 inch acrylic. Okay, a 1 inch acrylic backed by a glossy print, and there is the styrene on the back. These stand on their own, and they're just really cool depending on your angle of view and how you walk by these things. I just love these. So this is the 8 by 10 block. Now, how about adding an ornament? This is a bamboo ornament. Really what this is it's just a tiny little bamboo panel. Like this is the real deal with the print mounted on the front and the back. This is so easy to do, pre-designed.
Totally.
Literally it'd take you 2 seconds to make one of these and to order it. This has the deep matte photo on this particular thing. Then finally, 'tis the season, how about a pack of 25 cards, right? What we have here is the triple thick card. These are actually super awesome. I'll tell you why. I don't know if we can get a tight one of this, who I should go to with the tight. It's really, oh, there it is.
There you go.
Gorgeous. This has an insert. That's how they make this thing triple thick. So you've got essentially the print on the front and the back, and this has a red insert, which matches the rest of the design. Isn't that cool? Super cool. Get a pack of those, and then why not add printed envelopes? This might be a little bit tricky to see because we have the lighter color envelopes and the printing, but you've got your return address up here, and you can do that if you want. You can add a design. You can even add recipient addressing. Now this is really slick, and it's very easy to do. I mean, you're basically just dropping them into a spreadsheet, sending them back to us, and we'll just rip it through. So that is really package number one, the upper one in a nutshell. So Matt, walk us through how you approach this one.
Absolutely. So when we're in the trade show booth, when we're talking to photographers, after they see all the things, and we've set this nice collection up, the next question inevitably is, how much should I charge for this? Okay, so we're going to break this down because it is a method that I want you to think about, and your cost and your cost of goods, your overhead, all those types of things like that. So package number one, like Robert was saying, so we have the 10 by 10 premium album, the black leatherette album box, the 8 by 10 acrylic block, 25 holiday cards from our card editor, which if you haven't checked that out, you need to. It is an amazing, powerful tool. You can design cards in next to no time. And then the bamboo ornament. So your total cost on this from White House is $475. Now let's just say that you wanted to maybe back this down just a little bit to make it a little bit more affordable for your clients. You could always back that album box off. It's a really nice presentation, but you could do that. It's going to save you roughly $87, so that's going to put your package price at $388. So what I would recommend for a price point on this is going to be anywhere between $14.50 and $19.50. So you're going to be looking at a ×4 or a ×5 on these. Now, keep in mind, I don't think that you need to just settle with selling just this collection. I think that it would be a really good idea to work towards selling your wall portraits, do your regular sales presentation, and then, oh, by the way, I have these 3 additional packages, and go into that. So you're not just stopping at $14.50 to $19.50. Hopefully you're going to build on top of that, or use that as a way to build on top of what you've already done for your regular sale. So that's going to be our number 1 package option. That's going to be our most expensive of what we're talking about today, and then we're going to graduate down from there. So while I've got you here, before I kick it back to Robert, don't forget, if you have any questions, please do put them in the chat. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube. Like Robert was saying, smash that subscribe button. You'll feel better for doing it. I totally believe that. Check us out on Instagram at WHCC Pro. And for any questions you have about products, jump on to WHCC.com. So I will hand it back to you.
Right on. Thanks, Matt. And yeah, you will be able to find all these products on the website, and in the description below. We're going to break all this back down again. So as we rip through this, don't worry about it. It's going to be there. All the information is going to be there. All right, so let's move on to the package option number 2. And that is going to begin with a framed print here. And what we have, this is a 16 by 20 walnut frame. This has a 3-inch single white mat here, which yields us, it's an 11 by 14 print basically. And this is going to have the smooth matte paper that is printed on. Really gorgeous, really attainable. It's not intimidating. This huge piece that, oh man, I don't have any place for that thing. 16 by 20 is not big. You know, your clients say, I just need an 8 by 10 for this thing. Well, tell them to put a ruler on the wall and see how small 8 by 10 is.
But how big do they think an 8 by 10 is?
Exactly, half of the wall,
yes,
right?
Exactly.
Totally attainable. And if you need to just hold it up on the wall to show them, do it. So here we have that 16 by 20. I'm going to put this down. And then another addition here, how about an 8 by 10 metal print? This metal print has the easel back. I love these. So all of the smaller prints, up to about 8 by 12, 10 by 10, have the ability to add an easel back. So this makes these more accessible. The metal prints, as you know, they're very unique. So sitting on a table, they're pretty cool. They're attention grabbers. People are always going to come up and take a look at this. What we have here, this is the white base, which is great for skin tones and things like that. Colors are going to pop. And then we have the semi-gloss finish. So it has a little bit of a finish to it, but it's non-specular, right? So it's not going to have these sharp reflection points. So this is a great addition. And let's move on now to the more similar core things of these packages. Here's another acrylic block. So this is a 5 by 7 acrylic block, and of course these can either be horizontal or vertical. And as Matt kind of explained with the cards, how easy it is, it's just as easy here. There are pre-designs for these, like this one here, the Peace and Joy, the Happy Holidays. Drop your image in, and it's done. Super, super quick, really cool, sit on the table conversation pieces that people are really graduate toward these. I mean, we honestly have trouble keeping stock because they're so popular. Okay, and then let's keep with the ornament, right? This is going to be the bamboo ornament, which the print on the front and back. And again, these are pre-designed, and there are companions, by the way, that you should know about. So look at what's happening here.
It's magic.
It's like magic. Look, can you see? There, nice shot. See how beautifully I'm holding that up as if I did it for a living? The Peace and Joy runs all the way throughout these, right? So these are pieces that you are going to, they're obvious, right? You're going to add to your package with these the same design that is going to be used for the cards, for the ornament, in this case, and for that block. We also then have now the red envelopes with the return address for this pack of 25. Here we have, you see the deckled edge card with the smooth matte. Yeah, you can catch that edge a little bit there. We love those. Smooth matte is, you can't miss, right, with that paper. And again, this has the recipient addressing as well as the design and the return address. Super easy to add to. You can do these in minutes. So that is option number 2. 2 out of 3. If you're just joining us, we're talking about mini sessions and what you can add on to your mini sessions to maximize them. And we're talking about pricing and things like that as well. So this is option number 2, which kind of falls right in the middle.
Yep, absolutely. And as you are designing your collections, these are suggestions. These are real easy for you to say, real world products
Try it. Real world.
That are huge sellers here at WHCC. As you're looking at this collection, this would be very easy to split apart. If you're looking at gifts for the holidays, things like that. This stays with you. The acrylic block goes with, Dad to work. The ornament goes, to Grandma used as part of her wrapping. I mean, there's a lot of different ways that you can use these collections based off of your mini sessions.
And they're getting this in a package with the implied value of, oh man, I just scored all of my gifts that I need to do here, and I'm getting this discount, right? Because it's in a package.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
The idea of the package. Go ahead, sorry.
Right, yeah. And that is something, to go back to what we talked about to begin with. Just because you are packaging things, again, it doesn't mean you have to discount them. Just make it easier to buy. That's what we're really focused on here if we're going to put this through a funnel and really discuss here. So let's talk about pricing on this one. So again, we're going to focus on your cost of goods because it's very important to do so. So your 16 by 20 frame print, again, it's going to be the woodland walnut frame with the matte and the smooth matte fine art print, is $140.15 delivered to you from WHCC. 25 holiday cards from the awesome card editor, which I'm going to continue to blow up here because I love it so much.
Absolutely.
The 5x7 metal print, and then also the bamboo ornament. So this is going to be a total cost of $240.10 is what it's actually going to cost you from WHCC. Again, looking along the lines of that ×4 ×5-ish markup, my recommended retail on this is going to be from $9.50 to $12.50. So it's a nice little step down from your top collection if you choose to do so. And it's going to make it an attainable jump up from the lowest level. Completely different look to the package, even though some of the elements are very similar at the core, like Robert was saying. So this is going to be your middle package. If you think about the good, better, best, people tend to land in the middle. Now, with the top package having the album, that may not be. If they want to bump up, better yet. So I'm going to give it back to you.
Okay, so let's move on to our third of 3 packages. Now, this is going to be the lowest price point, so kind of an entry level. This is just not intimidating in any way, and it's very attainable. But it's a nice thing that wraps up the whole deal. If you just kind of look at the wide shot here, you see how all this is coordinated. Right? Mm-hmm. You can see card, you can see the block, the print, it's all coordinated. So take the time to do that, right? Matt's talking about make it easy for someone to not just grab a package, but if they see this, it all comes together in their mind and like, why didn't I think of that? It's perfect.
Yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
So let's walk through this real quick. We are starting with an 8x10 print, which is a mounted print as opposed to a loose print.
Floppy print,
right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So this happens to be on the black styrene, so a mounted 8x10 print. And then as far as the coordination goes, now we're going to step down here into another 5x7 block, the acrylic
which
block,
we all love.
which we love so much. And this, again, coordinating with all of that, beautiful piece. We know how that one is made. And then we have, again, right, another core part of these packages, that bamboo ornament. These are cool because they're just super unique.
Yeah.
I just don't see these anywhere else.
Right.
So it's an actual bamboo block, right? It's got a little oomph to it, and you've got your print on the front and the back, pre-designs for these. You can do them in seconds. And now let's go back to another boutique card here. And this is also going to be on our smooth mat. So we're going to offer another pack of 25 cards here. Again, takes seconds to do, coordinates with everything else here. And this kind of I dig these black envelopes.
I do too. I think they're super
with
cool.
the white ink. I mean, they really pop and they're really cool. And so you can see in this particular case, again, you get what you want to get on it. This has the return address and then just the design. Maybe they've got their own addressing system to go here. Obviously, the light color ink is going to go on the black. So these are super cool. Think about go ahead and add something that's really coordinated to this package, even though it's the lowest price point.
Yep.
It sincerely has an implied value.
Yes,
right?
absolutely. So a couple of things I want to touch on before we talk about price on this one. So as you are bringing collections in and getting ready for your mini sessions, if you do have a studio space or even if you don't, think about merchandising. Like Robert pointed out, with all these on screen, they all flow together. It's like you walking into a store and seeing the mannequin completely dressed from top to bottom. You don't walk into a store and see the mannequin missing pants or missing the scarf or the hat that goes along with it. Make sure that you put everything together. Okay. I also want to note too, with the 8x10, it's very important if you are going to put an 8x10 into an easel block like that to use the styrene for the mounting, because they will not bend. They're plastic base. If you used mat board for that, you're going to have some issues just because it's
gravity over
yep,
time.
Yep, and moisture is going to get to it. So it's very important to note that styrene, especially I love the black, is going to be really important to that. So let's talk about price on this one. So this is going to be our entry level, like Robert said. So let's go over our cost of goods here on this one. If we can go ahead and put that slide up, that'd be awesome. Okay, so you're seeing that on the screen right now. So we have a total cost of goods of $123.10. We're going to start with our 8x10 mounted print with black styrene, our 5x7 acrylic block, again, which we all love. Your bamboo ornament is going to be $22. And then again, your 25 holiday cards from the card editor. So it's going to give you a grand total of $123.10. Sticking along that times 4 times 5-ish. Depending on your overhead, my suggested sales price on this is going to be $450 to $650. So as you're thinking back about how these are priced and the graduations of them, $450 to $650 for your entry level, $950 to $1250 for your middle of the road, and then $1450 to $1950 for your top end. So if you are able to go into your mini sessions, do your amazing art during your session, creating the images, come back, do your sales presentation, and if you're able to add one of these 3 packages on in the end, that is a winning situation right there. And we wanted to take this time to create these for you, help you out with pricing, so you could see what the industry is recommending as well. All the photographers that we talk to. So we wish you the best of luck with your mini sessions. We're coming into that time of year, and everybody knows exactly what I'm talking about right now. You can just feel it around here too as we're starting to get busy. So we really thank everybody for joining our YouTube today. We hope that you have a wildly successful fall in your mini sessions and your other sessions that you're doing. And feel free, if you do have questions, if you're watching this after the fact, drop them into the chat. We will get them answered. I know where this guy sits. Yeah, I can get answers. Yeah, just yonder, right over there. Yeah, close to the studio here. So definitely put those questions in there. We'll get them answered for you. If you have anything for me, go ahead and throw them in there. I will do my best to get back to you as well. So I will just kick it back to you here to take us out, Robert.
Absolutely. Thank you, Matt, and thank you for your time, your expertise, and for joining us here today. So a little round of applause goes out with the 83 crew that's here.
84.
We want to thank you for that. Oh, that's right. Sorry.
Sorry, new
don't
guy.
Sit on the floor. You stand. Okay, 84 for putting these packages together and everybody else making these packages happen. We appreciate that. And what Matt's talking about is really we're all in this together, and we're here for you. And don't be shy about asking questions. Right? Take advantage of experts like Matt. That we have here. So thanks again for spending a little time with us today. I'm Robert. Beside me is Matt, and really for all of our crew and our family here at WHCC, remember, we're here for you. You are awesome. You guys have a great day, and we'll see you next time.
See you soon.